can have opportunity to be able to go through, Madam Speaker. So the exercise that has been carried, we hope when the report will be tabled, I think, Madam Speaker, going into the future, let us ensure the track record, the capacity and ability, Madam Speaker, goes into the future, Madam Speaker. So we believe the vetting that was being done, and I want to request, Madam Speaker, I don't know how your office will look. I want to request the way we saw vetting in National Assembly with cabinet nominees. I don't know, we should have structured questions to be used in vetting, like the way the Finance and Budget Committee, Senator Kalwale is here, should tell us what would happen, Madam Speaker. Because the questions that were being asked, Madam Speaker, some are embarrassing, some were supposed to juxtapose, Madam Speaker. Let us ensure, even as we wait for the report, and I hope we'll get the report from the National Assembly when they table it on Wednesday or Thursday, Madam Speaker. That report, we should get it and ensure that it comes to place. Of course, Madam Speaker, I wouldn't have comments on nominee of sports because that is transferring incompetence from roads to sports, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, going into the future, we must agree under Article 230 on SRC that let us approve.
Senator Cherargei, I had given a direction regarding commenting on a process which has not been completed by the other house. I gave that direction to Senator Gloria, and it should have clearly informed your debate. It seems not to have been informed by that, and I now guide you not to touch that process until Speaker, it's determined, yes, and a report done by the other house. Because the integrity of that house is equally protected as the integrity. The process they are doing is equally protected, just like the process is being done by this house. So please withdraw that.
Madam Speaker, there is what we call fair comment in a fair administration process, and I'm just making a general comment. I have not mentioned anybody's name, unless you know that person. Have I? I have not.
The nominee is clearly known, Senator Cherargei.
Madam Speaker, I think the standing orders.
Every member would take judicial notice of who the nominee in respect of the Ministry of Sport is. So it is safest to do what Senator Gloria did. Leave that process until it bakes fully, so that you don't interfere with the
I leave that process. I leave that process there. But Madam Speaker, for the benefit of the House, I would want to refer the House to Speaker Mate's case on the decision of his removal as the MPO Speaker. If you read the principle of the High Court, it talks about such instance. But I stand guided by your directions. Finally, Madam Speaker, and you know, I might be your voter in future. So you need to handle me very nicely also, Madam Speaker, as you try to get back to be the Secretary General of UDA. Madam Speaker, so I wonder Article 230.
Senator Boni, what is your point of order?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I've been listening to your guidance. I do really need further clarification. Your comment on Oroba, and now your comment on Senator Cherargei. In view of the centrality and the importance of public participation, does it therefore mean that nominees are not protected from the kind of speech that Gloria made and the kind of speech Cherargei has made? They are making a fair comment. They will not vote. It is up to the National Assembly to vote as they care, but to get as much information about those candidates as they can, including the remark that has been made by the Senator for Nandi. It's a question of opinion. If public participation is allowed, he should be free to say what he thinks about that candidate to help Parliament to make the proper decision. Please guide us. I think I'm lost.
Honorable Senator, thank you for seeking that clarification. The difference is that those nominees are already sitting and have the opportunity to respond to any claim that will be raised by the interview panel. In this House, the nominees are not here yet. So if any issue is raised, they don't have the advantage. So we'll be breaching their rules of natural justice when they are going through an important process. So it is important that when such is raised before the determination is made, at least they be present to respond to it. And since they are not, and the report is not yet out, if the report was out and a verdict has already been rendered by this, then it will be easy to debate. and it will be easy to accept as a public record once the report is out. So I still guide that since they cannot defend themselves, we allow the National Assembly to complete the process while we await the report. We will still have a chance to debate that report. I believe that. Thank you. You can finish, Senator Chira.
Madam Speaker, I want to wish well the two candidates. I know the law says President will appoint one. And the committee, of course, we hope to see those SRC members before this committee, Madam Speaker, but to support and ask the House to support and ask the SRC, if one of them, because there are two, if either of them succeed, Madam Speaker, they should assist the country in advising on the issue of ballooning, Madam Speaker, not only national wage, but also county wage. The only county that is below, Madam Speaker, because I have advantages, that is below 35% is Turkana County. The rest are beyond 35 as per the regulations on wage bill. We need also to work with County Public Service Board to bring that to an end. With those many remarks, Madam Speaker, and in suggesting remarks, I therefore support the report, Madam Speaker. I thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Kajuang Moses Otieno.